Friends, whenever we think of the Adani Group, the first thing that comes to our mind is ports. After all, Adani Ports has become India's largest private port operator. But imagine this, what if an Indian company owns the largest port network in the United Kingdom? This is exactly what has caught everyone's attention. Reports suggest that Adani Ports is now exploring the purchase of Associated British Ports, commonly known as ABP. Now, you might ask, what is so special about ABP? Well, this is not just another port company. ABP operates 21 ports across the United Kingdom. Almost one out of every four goods arriving in the UK passes through one of its ports. Cars, food grains, steel, oil, chemicals, containers, you name it, ABP handles it. This makes ABP a part of UK's critical infrastructure. The company is estimated to be worth more than 10 billion pounds, making it one of the biggest overseas acquisitions ever attempted by any Indian company. Interestingly, ABP isn't owned by the British government, it is owned by the world's largest pension and sovereign wealth funds from Canada, Singapore, and Kuwait. So, the obvious question is, if the business is doing well, why would these investors think about selling it? Let's understand this. Welcome, friends, to this new talk of Sapphire Talks English. Many people assume that if someone is selling a business, something must be wrong with that business. That could be generally true, but it is not always true. Now, think about it like this. Think about buying a house 20 years ago. If its value has doubled or tripled today, you might decide to sell not because the house is bad, but because you have earned a handsome return already. Infrastructure investors think in exactly the same way. The current owners of ABP are mostly pension funds. Their job is simple: invest money safely, earn stable returns over the years, and eventually sell the asset at a higher value. ABP has been generating predictable cash flows for years. It has appreciated significantly in value. Now, these funds may feel it is the right time to unlock the value and invest in newer opportunities like renewable energy, digital infrastructure, or transportation projects elsewhere. Notice something more important here. There are no reports suggesting that ABP is in any financial trouble, so this is not a distress sale. It is simply a mature investment reaching the next stage of its life cycle. And whenever a premium quality infrastructure asset comes to the market, buyers from across the world line up to buy it. Which brings us to the next question: why is Adani so interested in this? At the first glance, it may seem like Adani is just buying another company. But if we zoom out and the picture becomes more interesting, ports today are not just places where ships dock, they are gateways to global trade. Control the ports and you become an important player in the international supply chains. Adani already operates ports in India and has expanded into countries like Israel, that is the Haifa port, Sri Lanka, Australia, and Tanzania. Buying ABP would give it a strong presence in one of the world's most developed economies. There are several strategic advantages here. First, diversification. Instead of depending mainly on India trade, Adani would now earn revenue in British pounds from a mature economy. Second advantage, global credibility. Owning Britain's largest port operator immediately places Adani among the world's leading infrastructure companies. Third, long term stability. Ports generate recurring income through cargo handling, storage, marine services, and logistics. These are businesses with relatively predictable cash flows. And finally, future growth. As India and UK strengthen trade ties, including the India UK FTA, port traffic between the two countries will only grow over time. So, for Adani, this isn't just about buying ports, it is about becoming a truly global logistics company. Now, let's step further back and look at the larger picture. This story is not really just about Adani, it is also about India's growing economic influence. A few decades ago, Indian companies mainly looked inwards. Today, they are buying brands, factories, technology companies, and infrastructure across the world. The United Kingdom has become one of the biggest destinations for Indian investments. More than 900 Indian owned companies operate in the United Kingdom, employing over 100,000 people. Look at some familiar names. The Tata Group now owns Jaguar Land Rover, and has major investments in steel electric vehicle manufacturing. TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL Technologies employ thousands of professionals across Britain. Companies like Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, Mahindra, and the Hinduja Group have all established a significant presence over there. If Adani succeeds in acquiring ABP, it will add another important chapter to this story. This isn't simply one company expanding overseas. It reflects growing confidence of Indian businesses to compete globally, own strategic assets, and participate in shaping international trade. And perhaps that's the biggest takeaway from this entire discussion. Today, the conversation has moved beyond Make in India. Today, Indian companies are increasingly investing around the world. Whether the ABP deal ultimately happens or not, one thing is clear: India is no longer just a destination for foreign investments. It is rapidly becoming an important source of global investment by itself. And that's a transformation worth watching. Friends, thank you for watching this video. If you have found the analysis useful, do share it with others, and I'll see you in the next episode of Sapphire Talks English. Also, friends, don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I bid you goodbye for now. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.